about Pershing Square Tontine Holdings' tentative plans? Are you more or less excited about buying into it? I'm still excited, but in a different way. The whole reason to buy into a SPAC that you don't know their target is because it's kind of a lottery ticket. People who bought into the SPAC that ended up taking Lucid public won the lottery. I mean, that was
Yeah.
like the SPAC lottery. You could say something similar about DraftKings and SoFi. Um, so that's why it's so exciting to buy some. If you know, Pershing Square, I've mentioned before that like my holy grail for a SPAC to take public would be SpaceX.
Yeah.
Um, if that had been what they announced, Pershing Square would be $100 stock today. Um,
Yeah,
it's
probably
you know it's
so.
not it was a very low probability of happening, to be clear. But that's why you get excited about buying a SPAC before it announces its deal. That's why I like owning the other two Chamath SPACs, IPOD and IPOF, because they haven't announced the deal yet. So it's still somewhat of a lottery ticket element. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a lottery ticket with a floor. Like if it doesn't work out, you get your $10 back.
Yeah.
Um,
Nothing
so
wrong with that.
yeah, so it's the odds are in your favor, I think. But having said that, I like the deal structure, and I think the market is really underappreciating the value of it. So now it's more of a value investment than a lottery ticket. So I'm excited about it, but for a very different way. Like I said, the sum of the parts, just my back of the napkin calculation is roughly $30 a share. It's trading for about 23. So, do the math. It's going to take a little while to realize that value. Um, Creating an entirely new type of company like the Spark that Ackman wants to create
Yeah.
is not going to happen tomorrow.
No.
So, and even after it happens, it could be years until investors actually realize some value. So for patient investors, there could be a lot of value in the approach. And I consider myself like an ultra long-term value investor. So now I'm excited about it for different ways. So I wouldn't say I'm more or less excited, but it just suddenly became a different type of investment.